I have supported, even as a state senator, the fact that we should abolish the U.S. Department of Education. The decisions need to be made back on the state level. I believe that the president is very supportive of Ukraine. Like him or not, Elon Musk has brought a lot of really smart people to Doge. You should also know that those employees and folks that serve with Doge have gone through the same exact security screens as everyone else. So, yeah. The questions are coming out of the box one at a time. I'm answering those for you. You're not going to like a lot of them. And you certainly will have the right in the next election to cast your vote based off of what you hear coming from me now.
Well, yes, they will, and that's how democracy works every 2 years. And right now, fascinating dynamics. That was another Republican town hall meeting that turned contentious over the Trump administration sweeping cuts to the federal force, to Elon Musk, to Doge. This time, it happened in Nashville, North Carolina, where Republican Congressman Chuck Edwards found himself on the receiving end of fury from constituents. It's happening whenever Republicans dare to hold town hall meetings. Meanwhile, the president continues what's been an erratic trade policy, threatening sky-high tariffs on goods from the European Union, a threat that sent stocks even lower yesterday. Also, Vladimir Putin has said no to a ceasefire proposal from the U.S. and Ukraine. Now, some Senate Republicans want President Trump to get tougher on the dictator. Good morning. It's Friday. This morning, Joe, March the 14th. We have, of course, Mika, as she often does on weekends. She's in the south of France. I think Willie's windsurfing in Mozambique. Your long and faithful, loyal servant here holding down the fort. And with us, with some of our best friends, co-host of the Fourth Hour, Jonathan Lemire. He's a contributing writer at The Atlantic, covering the White House and national politics, and the host of Way Too Early, Ali Vitale, also MSNBC political analyst, and Anangir Dardis. He's a publisher and newsletter of The Ink, available on Substack. Former MSNBC host and contributor to Washington Monthly, Chris Matthews. Also co-founder of Axios, Mike Allen, and Rogers Chair in American Presidency at Vanderbilt University, historian John Meacham. He's an MSNBC political analyst. And Chris, you know, I remember back in 2009, when Barack Obama was trying to sell Obamacare, we would see these town hall meetings all over the place. Democrats would go out, and this would be the sort of response. It's not something that, you know, was manufactured. People were out there, and, you know, the canary in the coal mine was when Democrats lost Ted Kennedy's seat. And after that, man, big off-year elections for Democrats. But this sort of thing always, for Republicans, this sort of thing always goes back and forth. And, you know, front page of the Wall Street Journal Business and Finance talks about a massive correction on Wall Street, a 10% dip. Elon Musk has lost like 50% of Tesla's market capitalization in the past couple months, and things just keep going down economically.
Yeah, and the world has changed. I was reading David Brooks this morning, and I have to tell you, I was made aware of this cultural change in the world. You know, when a kid graduated from high school like I did in 1963, we had a young president, 46-year-old Jack Kennedy, who went to Berlin, and we had a common reality with West Berlin. Democracy. You can lose an election. Willy Brandt could lose the next election. Konrad Adenauer could lose the next election. It was democracy, as you said at the beginning of the program today. It was a wealth of truth and justice and good democracy in the West. Us, the Germans, the British, the French, everybody. And now it's crushed. It is crushed. For some strange reason, and we've never gotten to it really, Trump has this love affair with the East. It's always to the East. It's something about him. I can't figure him out, but he wants to, he cuddles up to Vladimir Putin. The guy rides around on a horse with his shirt off. Why does he like that dictator? And why does he not like Zelensky, who was elected? I mean, he freely elected could lose the next election. What is Trump's problem with democracy in the West? He doesn't like the West.
Well, it's not just Zelensky. You can see he's had a long history of having problems, and it's certainly his first term with leaders in the West. Things have started a little bit better for Keir Starmer and Macron. Their handshake, they didn't have that much of a wrestling match with their handshake, but you